Welcome to my visionary world. It's me again, Lara, bringing you a whole lot of inspiration and motivation, and strongly suggesting that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't, so you never miss any of that inspiration and motivation. Amazing. So far, I've been talking to people that have decided to finally take the entrepreneurial plunge. It's been amazing. And I have been asking them a set of questions, which I have called Minefield. It's been interesting. So let me do a quick recap here, okay? The first question I asked was, is this what you want? And I wanted you to ask yourself that question. Is this what I want? Is this what I want? Okay? Because I shared the last time, that in my last video, I said that we need to get the mind thing fixed. When the mind thing is fixed, every other thing works well. So, that first question is very important. Is this what I want? Is this what you want? I'm asking again. Fix that. So, last week, I talked about my next question. What are your capabilities that you know of so far? I wanted you to ask yourself that question. What are my capabilities I know of so far? And in helping you arrive at that question, I talked about IQ, EQ, LQ, IQ being your intelligence quotient, EQ your emotional quotient, and LQ your love quotient. And that was just amazing. We had such a blast. And I said then that EQ is fantastic. If you have a very high IQ, beautiful, fantastic. But most people with very high IQ landed here like that. And I said that any day I would bank on a man with EQ any day. That was what I said. And I'm still saying the same thing. So I'm still asking you that question. What are your capabilities that you know of so far? This question is going to be very important moving forward. You need to answer that question. You need to have that information. So let me dive into today because I'm so excited. But before I dive into today, let me say to you guys that yesterday was my wedding anniversary. Amazing. And why I'm so excited is because it's 12 years. I know that some of my friends have done 20, 15, 21 or more, and I'm happy for them. But you see, this is my 12. This is my 12. It feels like 22 because a lot went into this 12. You don't want to know, but you need to know. So we're gonna come back to this 12-year talk later. Let me keep it. And this is why you have to stay till the end of this video to get the scoop on that 12-year gist, okay? I'm going to say part of that gist before we go today. So, but very quickly, I want to talk about today, okay? Today, I'm going to be giving us the next question, okay? Which is, can I do this? Okay? This is the question I want you to ask yourself. And I'm asking you, can you do this? And you know, I'm asking this question because I know that everybody can do something, including you. Okay? So in asking yourself this question, can I do this? Okay? I want you to ask yourself another set of questions. Do I have what it takes to do this? Or do I take what I have? Amazing. I love that. Okay? And I love that because everybody has what it takes. Some know, some don't know, but everybody has, okay? Next, I said, or do I take what I have? That's not bad too, because everybody has something and everybody can decide to take what they have. Whichever one you choose, both require action. Action. Everybody can do something, including you. Yes, everybody can do something, no matter where you find yourself in life, no matter the situation. Everybody can do something. Everybody can make something positive happen for them. Everyone can turn the tide, okay? And this is what I'm going to be really talking about. Again, for me, I love to share my story because it's my story, and you know, I've learned so much over the years. And so, in talking about, can I do this? I also was at that point in my life at some point when I had to ask myself, can I do this? What was that point in my life? Good. I said I was going to give you my 12-year scoop, okay? And today is not really the day for the full story, okay? But I'm going to give you part of that story. Before that, my 12-year story began, I had an earlier story that did not work out, okay? So when I came out of that first story, okay, I had to, it was a failure situation, and I had to calm down and reassess my life, reassess the situation. At that point, my business had crashed. I was down. I was like below zero, nothing, okay? And that was a time I had to sit down, ask myself this same question I'm asking you, okay? That this business that was doing okay before everything went crazy, that crazy story is for another day, okay? The details is for another day. But I had to ask myself, having failed now, okay? I failed. Can I rebuild this business? Do I have what it takes? Was it just luck? Was it a fluke? Did it just happen? These were the questions I had to ask myself. And that's why I'm asking you that question today, because I know that no matter where you are or where you find yourself or the situation you find yourself, at some point you have to ask yourself this question. Do I have what? Can I do this? Can I do this again? If you're trying to do it again, like I was trying to do it again, because I started this business, it was doing amazingly well, and a lot of crazy bad things happened, and everything went down, low, zero. And in trying to rebuild the business, I had to ask myself, can I do this? Is it possible? Do I have what it takes? Okay, because there are times people do a business and it was just a fluke, it was just luck. It wasn't that you didn't have any gold, you were not that super smart, it just happened. Okay, I had to face the reality of that possibility. So I asked myself that question, and those were tough questions at the time, because when you're down in the dumps, that's not when you want to start wondering if it was just luck or you were smart and all of that. But I had to face the reality, and I had to ask myself that question, and that saved me. And I think that because I asked myself that question, I'm talking to you today. So you need to ask yourself, do I have what it takes? But I'm here to tell you that everybody has what it takes if you put in the effort. And that was what I eventually did. Okay, I looked at, why did I fail? What went wrong? What were the mistakes I made? Okay, I identified. I wasn't in a hurry to just start. No, it wasn't about that. I knew that I had to fix the mind. Okay, and I went into serious hard work to fix the mind. Like I said, I looked, what were the red flags I ignored? What were the things I could have done differently? I got all of that information and began to fix myself. I began to fix myself in my head. I began to work on myself to be a better person, to be a better businesswoman, to be better with my finances, all of that, and having fixed all of that, that was what I needed to go forward, okay? And I began to, work with what I already had. I said two things. I said, first, you ask yourself, can I do this, okay? In asking yourself that question, then you ask further. You say, do I have what it takes, or do I take what I have? And the reality is this: everybody has something, okay, including me at that time. Even though it was below zero, okay, that minus was something, so I took it. Okay, you have something too, and you can take that something and begin to run with it. Okay, don't try and take 10 steps in a day. Don't try and go 2 kilometers in a day. No, just take that first right step, that first right thing that comes to your mind, and you are working with a renewed mind, okay? Because there's something I believe in, that the mind that got you into the problem cannot get you out of the problem. You have to have had a new mind to get you out of your current situation. And that was what it was like for me. So I had a situation, I had a failure situation at the time I was dealing with, but I must have had a certain type of mind. I was a certain type of person to find myself in that situation. Now to get out, I had to renew my mind. How did I do that? I did that with books. So I went into books, I began to read again like never before. I began to ask questions. I got people to mentor me. I looked at people doing what I wanted to do and achieve what I wanted to achieve. And I began to study their life to see how they did it. And this was what helped me, okay? And I know that this will help you. And if you say that, oh, okay, well, that's good. I've never even done well in anything. No problem. That's beautiful. That you're even taking a decision, I'm really happy, because there's always a first time. I also had a first time that I had to do something the first time and succeed, okay? And I succeeded at it. Maybe not immediately. I guess I had to try a couple of times, like we all do. See, don't be moved by people that have succeeded, that are doing amazingly well. Trust me, a lot of them had to do it over and over and over again before they succeeded at it. So you are in good company, okay? They are not better than you. You're not different from them. Keep trying, okay? And you will get it right. So like I said, I had a failure situation. I asked myself the right question so that I could get out of that situation. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to get out of whatever situation you might find yourself. And if you don't have any situation, you're just trying to start, you want to try and make sure you don't fail, nothing goes wrong, that might not be a right way to think. Nothing wrong if you fail, okay? Everybody fails at some point in time or the other. You fail, you get up. Like a kid learning to walk. They fall, they stand. They fall, they stand until they get it right. No biggie, okay? So don't let anybody put you under pressure that you must get it right perfectly. It's only in school, okay, that you are penalized for getting it wrong. In life, it doesn't work that way. When you get it wrong, you try it again, which is why I'm so passionate about, inspiring children. I'm so passionate about teaching them about the entrepreneurial world, because what we learn in the entrepreneurial world is quite different from what we learn in school. In school, when you fail, you are punished, okay? The teacher is not your friend. They are not happy with you. In the entrepreneurial world, when you fail, it's not a big deal. You do it again, okay? And this is why I keep insisting that you sign up your kids for the Visionary Entrepreneurial Online Academy, so that we can teach them some of these things that they don't necessarily always learn in school. You should sign them up because they are already missing a lot. A lot is going on the Gen Z platform and all the other platforms we have, teaching the kids, teaching moms. You need to be part of what we are doing. And I'm looking forward to next week, because I come to you with the more questions and more interesting gist, okay? And I promise to tell you more about my 12-year journey. So just stay with me to get more on that. But I want to leave you with this thought, okay? That you have what it takes. Everybody has something. You are not an exception to the rule. You are just unique. What I have is different from what you have. But I'm here today on this platform to inspire you, to help you find what you have, because I know it's there in you. I might not be able to find it for you, but I can show you ways to find it. I can lead you on the path, and I can encourage you to look for what I know is already deep there in you. You can do it. You can do anything you decide to do. If you're in a negative situation right now, you can check out of that situation. I'm going to talk more on that as we go. There's nothing you cannot do. Particularly if you are in whatever negative situation you find yourself right now, you can turn it around. You can check out. You can say no. You can say goodbye to that negative situation. And in no time, you can turn that negative into positive, as long as you believe in yourself. And I believe in you, okay? Because I know that all of these things worked for me, and I know it can work for you. if you try it, and if you listen to me and put your mind to it, and if you subscribe to this channel, then together we can make amazing things happen. So I look forward to seeing you next time with more interesting scoop, more inspiration and more motivation to get your dreams off the ground in 2020. See you. Bye.